So, I spent my third semester building this privacy first AI based diary entry app. It's pretty cool. It works sort of like Duolingo, but you can actually interact with the persona. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the whole story behind its development so that you hopefully get that first spark to maybe work on that idea you've been holding back for a little bit, or an idea of how to start app development. Let's start the whole thing right here and right now. Let me make it clear. I'm going to be very brutally honest with you throughout this whole video. So, if you don't have a faint of heart, you can continue. I don't even know if that was proper English. Anyways, you get the point, right? So, the thing is, it's not gonna be easy the whole journey, but stick with me. So, the first part of any startup or idea that's being developed into anything is the validation of that idea and the idea itself. Let me tell you how I got both. First of all, the idea is a Duolingo inspired streak system for a diary entry app with a persona inside it, like the Duolingo owl. That was the basic idea. Now I take that and make a Google form and I send it out to a lot of people. Hey guys, do you have this problem of having tried to make a diary entry or having to get a diary and then never writing it? Well, a lot of people surprisingly said yes, so I took that and I ran with it. And then the next step was I developed a prototype for it. And it was like this tiny thing that you see on screen right now. You can enter a diary entry and then it'll smile at you and give you a compliment. And if you don't, it just leaves you alone and it starts crying and it forgets you once time has passed too far. Yeah. Now, I give this prototype out to people and they test it out. And a lot of people, they weren't really visibly satisfied, but they were like cool ideas. Some people said that. So, the idea is not really validated, but I was like, I have a hunch this might work out later. And I keep trying anyway. And then the next step was I got the diary entry system better. Now you can edit your diary entry every day and you can only do one diary entry per day. So it keeps things simple because the streak system does not have to calculate for your past entries. I've seen one app with that problem when I was experimenting and looking over your competitors. That is something you should do as well. Once I did that, then I realized that I could add these features here, and people would like that because it was in the other diary entry apps. Once I did that, I gave it to people again. And they were like, okay, a little bit better now. I don't think it stores your biggest streak. So I was like, I'm gonna try to fix that. But then I couldn't. It was just a tiny thing, but the UI was not set up to handle the big streak and the small streak. I have to get that going even now. But like I got the complex backend part done. So idea, once you've got it, you've got to validate it with other people as you develop it. It's not a huge system of like, oh no, I can't make it happen because like I've made the whole app and people should use it. You shouldn't look from there. It's like making a YouTube video. You should make the thumbnail first, which is like, what do the people want from your app? You give them what you want, what they want, in a way that you can solve the problem. That's the whole idea behind this shit. So that was phase 1 and I yapped a lot. I get that. So here's phase 2 with a little less yapping. Phase 2 is meticulous development. Meticulous development is when you know that the idea has a spark inside it and you get that, just sit there and grind the hell out of your time. I was using GitHub Copilot, I'm not gonna lie, because it saved me lots and lots of time. GPT-5 Mini especially, when I was using the free version back then, it saved me lots of time. Once I did that, I gave it Figma pictures of the UI I kind of wanted. It messed it up a lot, but it was better than not using Figma screenshots of the UI. And then whenever I would get a problem, I would go to GPT-5 on ChatGPT, ask it to interpret the problem for GPT-5 Mini, and then get that and paste it here. So that was what I was doing. And the other thing I found out was, when you're using AI during development, it's better to keep a copy of the documentation of the software you're working on inside your folder. That way, the AI is going to be able to refer everything, and the syntax is going to turn out perfectly, and it's going to understand what to do as well. I did exactly that, and the development became much faster as it went on and on. So that's meticulous development for you. I worked till 1 a.m. in the night some days. Some days I had to get my head literally cracking to figure out how to create a backup system without actually using all files access in Android. That was really hard. There was this plugin called Share Plus. It's deprecated, but it works with the Flutter version I'm using right now. So it's like the app is like running on that tiny string. So you get it, right? That was what I did to hack that solution to that problem. And a lot of problems will come your way, like what happened there to me. And in the next part of this story is the last one. This is campaigning for your minimally viable product, or minimum viable product, MVP, and seeing if it gets responses. This is actually like a third phase of the validation round as well, because like you know whether you have to work on that idea or just drop it to the ground, drop kick it actually. So I put it on the internet, and a lot of people were actually very controversied on this idea of having an on-device AI that you can talk to. And I made it clear that it was not supposed to be a mental health therapist, but you can talk about it with your day sometimes. Like, I've seen lots of lonely people who just want something to talk about their day with. Not like a therapist that would fix all their problems, not like a friend who would listen to it and give them emotional validation, just a rubber ducky to bounce their thoughts off of. And this is what I want to make it be, that AI assistant. And one person kept commenting on every single video, and that's when I thought maybe somebody out there might want this. So I'm currently working on it right now, and yeah, that's what happened. And in this phase where you actually campaign, you have to make sure to learn a lot of things, because there's surprisingly a lot of things to learn about social media marketing. You have to start the video with a conflict, and then go with a story, give it a twist in the middle, and then end it with a resolution and another mini twist that will get your viewers into the next video. So it's like hook, story, more story with a twist, and then so on. So that's the structure you have to learn in campaigning. At first I started with imitation, Duolingo, right? I looked at their videos, and now I'm learning a little bit from Jenny Hoyos. So I kept copying, and I'm beginning to understand why they do certain things. So once you understand that, you'll be able to get better at marketing as well. And what I would tell you is, don't skip out on shorts and reels, because they give you lots of views and lots of validation for your idea, and comments and contacts that will help you get better. For example, a psychologist DM'd me about this, and we were able to talk about what I could do to make it so that this app does not end up telling somebody to kill themselves. So we were working on that, and we are. And yeah, we'll meet lots of new people with lots of cool new ideas, so that you can get your idea to the next stage from here. And from here, it's all just going to be about scaling. I only know these 3 stages because I've only crossed these 3 stages. I made this account called Humanzy Devs and Monstar on YouTube. Monstar is an extension of Humanzy Devs. So it's going to be an idea about humanized chimpanzee tech. So it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step backward. That's the idea. So what if we had tech with boundaries? What if we had a diary app with an AI that's not on the cloud server but on the device? So it's always with that twist. But what if it was under a boundary? So that's the whole idea behind my thing. And you're gonna see the journey of me expanding all of this on this channel. That's the thing. You can see it as a whole journey here, and I'm just gonna post artistically every single day here, shorts every single day, and one long form video per week. And yeah, that's the thing. I yapped a lot. This is the third phase, so it's like 1, 2, 3. I don't know exactly where to go from here, but I might have an idea. It's just to get in contact with lots of people and see if they'd like to work with you on a new venture. So now that you have a proof of concept, people, you can start reeling them in. Because with nothing, nobody believes in you. With somebody believes in you. You just gotta reach out to enough people, and you can't expect them to do all of the work. You can give them some tiny tasks here and there, some more tiny tasks here and there. Slowly but surely, you'll build up a revenue sharing structure. I'm a little bit closer to this stuff because I've actually taken some action, right? So I'm telling you from that. It's not a guarantee that you'll get it, but there is a will, there is a way. So you just gotta keep going that way. That's all this video is. A huge yappuccino. Editor Monish will probably make his attempts to fix this, but see ya again in another video. See, again yappuccino in the middle. So thank you for watching. This channel's name's Monster. My name is Monish. If you want to follow this journey of Humancy Devs, consider subscribing, commenting, and liking to let other people see the same thing and gain enlightenment as you did yourself. Okay, bye. See ya in another video. Check out Dear Diary, it's on beta. And lastly, man, I have one final thing to tell you. Take the imperfect decisions. Take the stupidest paths you've ever seen somebody take to actually make something work. But just take it. That's the whole idea. Take it, do it ugly, do it messy. I know it sounds weird out of context, but the thing is, just do it. It's just Nike. Just do it, man. That's all. Don't think about shit. First, make it exist and then we'll make it good. Okay? Okay, bye.